What is up, dudes? Lady dudes, welcome back to Just Nuts, guys. Today, I'm doing a little discussion video. This is really doesn't have much basis. It's almost all speculation, but I thought it was interesting, right? So, pretty much, we have the name for the next deck build pack coming out when? It's like August, maybe July, somewhere in that range. Oh, actually, no. We don't even have a confirmed date for it. We have the confirmed date for it in the OCG, which I believe is like really early August. So we should be fairly close to starting to get reveals for this as the OCG creeps up on getting the new archetypes revealed for this deck build pack. And all I want to talk about is just, I don't know, theorizing on what could actually be in the deck build pack with this one, because I think the name is interesting. That's pretty much all the information we have. And when I go back and I look at least the last three, we've got Infinity Chasers, we've got Hidden Summoners, and we've got Dark Saviors. And I think this is really interesting because the name is like a little more, I don't know, telling, I want to say. Like, I think Hidden Summoners is interesting because all three of these archetypes used like older summoning mechanics. So Hidden Summoners is interesting because Nephthys combines Link Summoning and Ritual Summoning. Prank Kids combined Link Summoning and Fusion Summoning, and Mayakashi's combined Synchro Summoning with Link Summoning. So like they all combined. So that one was very telling as well, which I think is good because we look at this and I think it tells us some, you know, what could be coming in these packs. I think the names could say a little bit about what could be in here. Dark Saviors is one of the more iffy ones because it says dark, and so maybe upon hearing that name, people might have thought, oh, we're going to get 3 dark archetypes. That's crazy, awesome, cool. It's not what we got at all. We got Vampires, which is a dark archetype for the most part. Dark in Earth. There's some Earth ones, I think, but mostly dark. So that works. We got For Hires, which is like an earth and wind and water, fire. They have like all the elemental types in their monsters, and they're just like bounty hunters. They're not really dark at all. And then we have Sky Strikers, which are almost like agents, like high tech secret agents, almost in a cute girl form. So that's like not dark at all. So this one's interesting. But also Dark Saviors could also be taken as like, maybe they're the saviors from darkness. So they themselves aren't dark, but like For Hires hunt dark creatures, right? Because they're bounty hunters. Sky Strikers are like secret agents saving people from the darkness. Great. And then Vampires are the darkness. So I don't really know. I'm not entirely sure. But I guess in that respect, if you look at it that way, it could all tie into darkness. And then we look at Infinity Chasers. So what's interesting about Infinity Chasers is that the name is like so generically could be anything, right? Like, what does that mean? What does Infinity Chasers mean? So like you have like no idea. I guess Infinity Chasers, I guess like Evil Eyes are sort of like vampires, and they've been alive for a long time, chasing infinity, I don't know. They just don't die. I don't know. Like the Witchcrafters, aren't there some other cards that kind of allude to like time travel? That could be infinity. Like, I don't know, that could refer to infinity. I have no idea with the Infinitrack. Well, Infinitrack is in there. Infinity is almost in the name. It's one of the root words, I guess, that make up Infinitrack. So I guess that kind of tells there. So I guess, I mean, I didn't even realize that before I went into this video, because I was kind of going as like a rough, like, yeah, we'll just look at it and we'll figure it out as we go. They actually do, in a way, allude to the archetypes they reveal. Obviously, sometimes it's pretty loose, but still, it gives me more faith that Mystic Fighters will maybe be a little more telling than you think it would be, because it sounds kind of generic. Fighters, obviously, this is Yu-Gi-Oh! Every deck is almost always based on something, even if it's not something that's would be fighting, it ends up fighting, whatever. So Fighters is whatever, but Mystic is interesting. Mystic is an interesting choice of words, as I feel like it doesn't allude to a ton of stuff. Like, you think of like Infinitracks, like those aren't mystics, that's not mystical, they're just big machines. Whereas I would say Witchcrafters, yeah, like they're spellcasters, like they're witches, like that's pretty mystical. Like, as far as like mystical lore goes in like in like pop culture, like that makes sense. Like there's a special eye for evil eyes that gives them magical powers. That's kind of mystical, right? So I think, I mean, I don't think this really will allude to like the type of decks. Like Hidden Summoners really kind of hints at like the way the deck's mechanics work. You know, using all the old types of summoning, the older types of summoning mechanics. I don't think that does it. Like obviously, that doesn't really do anything here. Maybe Fighters alludes to the fact that they'll be more offensive decks. You know, Fighters, like they're offensive. They go out there and they want to get the first punch in. Maybe that's something, but Mystic is the more interesting thing, and I think it obviously is talking about the aesthetic of the deck. Like, I don't know what kind of what is the word I'm looking for? I said aesthetic. I guess just aesthetic, like the way it looks, like what it's based on, and it could be a ton of stuff. Like a ton of stuff could be considered mystical. So. I don't know, but yeah, I just wanted to bring this up, and I just want to get the gears churning. I easily could see another spellcaster archetype coming out of here. Like that would be like the most. That's what I think when I hear mystic. Mystic fighters makes me think of like spellcaster, you know, spellcasters, witches that fight. But maybe that's a little too close to witchcrafters, so they might try and stay away for that for the next deck build pack. Like the one right after, you're going to do another spellcaster archetype. I don't know. But I'm really excited to see what we get here. I love the deck build packs. You get 3 entire new archetypes. Like you're bound to like one of them, and every time I like at least one a lot. So like last time I really like Evil Eyes and Witchcrafters. I don't think a lot of people like Infinitrax. Maybe there's like a niche group, but I feel like of the 3 it definitely was the least liked. But those 2 I really liked. I really liked Prank Kids out of Hidden Summoners. Don't care for the other 2 that much. And in Dark Saviors, I was really hyped for Hires right out of Dark Saviors, but that really didn't play the way I like to play Yu-Gi-Oh! So like it just didn't end up melding well for me. But I like the aesthetic and I like what they go for. It's pretty cool. Vampires are cool, but not particularly for me. And I like Sky Strikers. They were just too meta, too owned by everybody and their mother for me to really want to play them. But yeah, so. I'm really pumped, guys. Definitely leave in the comments. Let me know what you think. Like, just based off of the name Mystic Fighters, what kind of archetype? What would you like to see? Not just what are you expecting, but like, what would you like to see that actually fits the name Mystic Fighters? Because that's what I'm brainstorming now, and my mind's going crazy, and it's pretty cool because I don't know. This kind of speculation is always really fun to do. So, like I said, let me know down below on that. Other than that, thank you so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it and want to see more stuff from me in the future, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.